The sky turned red as a fleet of alien ships descended upon Earth. It was the year 2047, and humanity had been taken by surprise. The aliens were not like anything we had ever seen before. They were tall, with 4 arms and eyes that glowed like fire. They spoke in a language that no one could understand, and they seemed to be here for one reason: to take over. Within weeks, the aliens had established their dominance over the planet. They set up their own government, with their own rules and laws. Humans were relegated to second-class citizens, forced to do the aliens' bidding. It was a world of fear and oppression, where the aliens ruled with an iron fist. The few humans who dared to resist were quickly silenced. They were either killed or sent to labor camps, where they were forced to work in factories or on construction sites. There was no hope of escape, no hope of freedom. It was a world of darkness and despair. But there were some who refused to give up. A small group of humans banded together to form a resistance movement. They hid in the shadows, striking at the aliens whenever they could. They were a ragtag group, armed with whatever weapons they could scavenge, but they were determined to fight back. One of the leaders of the resistance was a woman named Destiny. She had lost everything when the aliens arrived: her family, her home, her way of life. But she refused to give up. She was a fighter, a survivor. One night, Destiny and a small group of rebels were on a mission to sabotage an alien factory. They crept through the streets, trying to avoid detection. But they were spotted by an alien patrol.
Stop right there.
The lead alien shouted.
You are in violation of the law. Surrender immediately.
The rebels hesitated for a moment, then Destiny raised her weapon and fired. The aliens returned fire, and a fierce battle broke out in the streets. It was chaos, bullets flying, explosions ringing out. The rebels fought with everything they had, but they were vastly outnumbered. Destiny ducked behind a crumbling building, trying to catch her breath. She was bleeding from a wound in her shoulder, but she refused to give up. She had come too far to let the aliens win. The resistance grew stronger with each passing day. They launched more attacks on the aliens, sabotaging their factories, disrupting their supply lines. It was a guerrilla war, fought in the shadows, but the humans were gaining ground. And then, one day, the aliens made a fatal mistake. They decided to launch a final assault on the resistance. They brought in their biggest ships, their most advanced weapons. They were determined to crush the humans once and for all. The resistance was ready. They had been preparing for this moment for months. They had dug trenches, built fortifications, and gathered every weapon they could find. It was going to be a bloody battle, but they were ready to fight. The aliens descended upon the resistance stronghold, unleashing a barrage of weapons fire. The humans fought back with everything they had. It was a brutal, savage battle, with no quarter given on either side. Destiny was at the forefront of the battle, leading the charge. She was wounded again and again, but she refused to give up. She fought with all her might, determined to see the aliens defeated. And in the end, they were. The resistance emerged victorious, but at a heavy cost. Most of the rebels had been killed.